Hello everybody, it is me, Onstant Productions, and I wanted to try something a little bit different today. I also just want an excuse to make something for my girlfriend, but today I'm going to teach you how to use a lot of these tools right up here, and some of these tools right up here as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's try something simple, like maybe a cake. Let's try a cake first. We go up here, choose a cylinder. There we go. Now as you can see, we have several things up here. We want to use scale. Click that, click and drag that. Perfect. But that's not what we want. So we should change the color of it. There are two ways to do this. Change the color from here, or change the color from here. It's both the same. We'll just try vanilla. And of course we don't want it looking... Actually, we can stick with this one. Then you want to take it, and we can use the duplicate button right here. Then we can use the scale again. Drag this out a little bit. Drag this out a little bit. Click move. We can drag this right here. And take scale and try scaling it yourself. Make sure to make any adjustments as you need. Perfect. Let's take this, change the color, and then change the texture. Let's try snow. Snow fits a little bit. And there we go. We've got a very, very basic cake. We could make this less basic though. If we go ahead, duplicate this, move this down, use scale, and you should know how to scale by this point. You can always pause if you need to. Maybe, there we go. Take that, duplicate. You can also copy and paste, but most times when you're doing something like this, you should probably duplicate, if you're not moving it far. And now we're almost done with our cake. We need to add candles next. So we can go ahead, grab a new cylinder, make it really thin. There we go. Scale it down. There we go. Again, switch the color. Let's go for pink. Actually, no. Pink's too usual. Let's go for really black. There we go. Plastic. Let's just make that into rubber. And click, and drag. There we go. Now, for copying and pasting, let's click copy, let's click paste, and then just drag that around. But I'm gonna keep using duplicate because I prefer to use duplicate. Okay, not bad, not bad. But we need the wicks of the candle. So let's go ahead, hold control while doing that. And that pushes in both those sides. Let's push in those sides. Perfect. Then let's scale that up just a little bit. Maybe we should change the texture of this. Let's see what would fit. Fabric would fit, I feel like. There we go. I'm just gonna duplicate that and try to line it up as best as I can. Move it down. Perfect. And now that these are a similar distance from here and here, I'm gonna click this, hold Control and click this one so I can select multiple at once. Then I'm going to duplicate, and then I'm going to move them both over here. Fantastic. And now that I've finished up all the candles right here as a cherry on top, let's add a cherry on top. Now before I forget to mention, you click on this little drop down here and you can switch to whatever you need. Alright, not bad. Let's try and move on to something a little more complex. Let's add a wedge, and let's make it a little more pink. This is the first time we'll be using the rotation tool as well. So as you may have just saw me do, I've taken one of the axes and rotated it on the axes. So just go ahead and rotate it on whatever one you need. You can go ahead and scale. Perfect. Duplicate, grab it, and then rotate it with the R key. And then just line that up right there. Perfect. Then we can go ahead, grab ourselves a cylinder, and you can press T to rotate it on a different axis as well. So let's go ahead, chop that right there. An almost perfect heart. We can do what we did earlier, grab these, duplicate them. We can take this, and let's rotate that one so it's different. Try to estimate about half the size. Rotate. Oh, well, I've rotated on the wrong axis. Just rotate till we get it right. There we go. Do that. Maneuver it over. Almost perfect. And now we have basically an almost perfect heart. And we're gonna hold the left mouse button and we're gonna drag, select all, duplicate. We're gonna hit move. Move it just a little bit forward. Not too much. Hold Control and then scale down. You're gonna see why in a second. We're gonna go ahead and just scale these back one by one. It doesn't matter how good the scaling between all of them is, because we're not gonna see these blocks after we're done with them. So again, we're gonna Control, click. Now we're gonna go to Model, click that, negate. Now we have what's called a negative part, which is basically just the opposite of a part. And you can see our negative part is actually intersecting our good part. Easy fix. I'm just gonna move that a little bit. Move that a little bit. Move that a bit. Move that a bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're struggling here too. Click, drag. And so now, if we click Union, we've made this. Now this is not the best looking thing in the world, but it's something. And one more thing before I go, I should probably mention, click and drag. You can click group, and that will put all your pieces together in one singular thing. If we stick that right there. And remember to anchor all of your builds, because if you do forget, it's gonna fall right apart. We can go ahead and see our masterpiece. So I hope this helped you out a bit. If you think I should make something like this on a separate channel, go ahead and tell me, because I'd be down to make a separate channel all about Roblox and making things on Roblox. So yeah, just let me know in the comments down below, and happy birthday to my girlfriend. Oh, and I guess I love all of you guys too, all of my great viewers. Goodbye.